I'm going to do a like a little 2-part series on personality disorders and mental health in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Because I think it's relevant, important, and I got a lot of experience in the mental health field. I worked at a state hospital for most of my damn adult life and stuff, so I've seen a lot. And so as far as regarding the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, I think there's a couple different personality disorders that are probably overly diagnosed because it's really easy and simple to provide that diagnosis under the system in that setting, right? And to me, it's an easy way out. And the thing people got to be aware about is there's a lot of overlap between personality disorders and different mental illnesses, right? So anyway, the couple personality disorders I'm going to talk about real quick are antisocial personality disorders and borderline personality disorders. Antisocial, think about the criminal element, people that are always getting into shit, getting into mischief. They're kind of like self-centered, think about like a criminal. And before you can be, before the age of 18, you will have been diagnosed with something called conduct disorder. You don't necessarily have to be diagnosed with conduct disorder, I believe, to be diagnosed with personality disorder, but you will see certain traits and characteristics like getting into shit, whenever they're a teenager, whenever they're young, they're running the streets, causing problems, disobeying the law, things like that. Now, the borderline personality disorder, there's a lot of overlap in some of these areas, but the borderline has a more of an emotional component to it. There's a lot of emotion and like, what's a good way to kind of put this? Like a lot of wound up, oh me emotion, outburst type stuff going on there, and with the personality disorder people, that have been diagnosed with personality disorders, they don't really, they lack the emotion part of it. You know what I'm saying? Why a borderline might capitalize on the feelings of strong emotion or abandonment or whatever the case may be. A lot of it, keep in mind, people create these personality disorders, or they have these personality disorders because it was a survival mechanism or a survival trait at some point in their life, but they were never able to move past or escape that. Also, keep in mind, whenever you hear somebody say, like, if somebody was to be like, well, I'm going to a party tonight, you want to go? Or I'm going out to eat lunch or something, you want to go? And somebody says, no, I'm antisocial. That's the wrong word, and people misuse that word a lot. That's actually somebody that's like asocial, that wants to avoid social activities and doing things, right? Antisocial is going to be, like I said, the criminal element. Asocial is people that avoid it. People misuse that a lot, Anyway, those are two personality types that I think are easily diagnosed because they're in a penitentiary setting. And if you have like an emotional outburst or something like that in a prison or threaten suicide, it's really pretty easy to sit there and say, oh, I'm borderline or whatnot. I'll holler at you.